Hi everyone, welcome to this midweek craft session with me, Aditi from the Artsy Kid. And this is in collaboration with the Pegasus Club, which all of y'all are members of. All of y'all love reading books, which is why you've chosen to be part of this session today. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about what I do. I'm from Bombay, and I've been teaching art and craft for the last couple of years. Now, due to COVID, I've actually gone online. So, if any of you like the session today, please get in touch with me on Instagram and Facebook, and you can do an online class with me. We create a lot of do-it-yourself craft kits, which you can purchase and make at home if you don't want that much screen time for your children. So that is another option. I'm very happy to be doing this session today with Pegasus Club, Reading Club. I think the importance of reading has become double-fold because of the lockdown, and it's a great initiative of the Pegasus team to connect with its readers. And I've been seeing their site, such lovely books, and I hope you will avail and shop once the session is over and go through all the lovely books they have to offer. So without wasting any time, I think we can get started with our session. I'm going to go through all uh, the material that you need today. I hope you have kept everything ready. I will start by showing you what we are making today. So all the moms and kids who have logged in, please take a look. We are making this amazing little jellyfish. I'm sure all the children know what a jellyfish is. It's one of the creatures we find in the ocean. And this is, the jellyfish has these tentacles which, the fish catch onto, and that's how they eat their prey. But this is obviously a really cute craft, and you can put this up in your room later. You can do something fun with it, maybe gift it to somebody. So I'm going to go through all the material. I'm going to be panning across to my table so you can see all the work that I'm doing. You don't want to see me, trust me. You'd rather see the work that's being done. So let's get started. I will start with what you need first. Please make sure everything is ready so that the class is comfortable and you can enjoy instead of being harassed with too much stuff around you. Okay, so first what we need, everybody, we need your paper plate. I hope you have your paper plate ready. We have our little bits of paper, yes. So this can be any scrap of paper, even if you have little bits of newspaper, if you don't have too much color, that works, that's fine. So I don't know how much we'll need, but you can just keep this next to you. And we have, I hope you've cut out the little fish that I asked you to, yes. Maybe 3 or 4 of these. If you haven't, please do it already. I've kept stickers like these for the eyes. So if you don't have it, it's fine. You can use a black marker. Please make sure you have a black marker with you. And for the tentacles of the jellyfish, I have strips like these. You can use any strips, any colored strips, crepe paper, cellophane paper, any of these, yes? It doesn't matter which color. Whatever you have is fine. And this is all the craft material that is required. We may even need sketch pens, felt pens, maybe crayons or color pencils, what your children like coloring with, and paints. So what I'm going to do now, we are going to start our session. I hope you have a really, really great time. It's a lot of fun, trust me, it's very easy. So let's get started. I'm going to pan across to my table so all of you all can see me as I do the work. So enjoy yourself and just follow the step and you will be totally fine. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. Just give me a minute. Yes. Okay, that seems good enough. Okay, perfect. So first what you're going to do, we are going to paint the ocean. The ocean is blue color. So we're going to take a bit of paint and we are just smoothly going to go across our paper. Now you can just make the paint a little watery. I don't want very thick paint because otherwise it's going to take a lot of time to dry, and we are trying to give the effect of water. and water is, well, transparent. It's blue color, but it is transparent. So I want that this should be a really watery paint. Now you could use watercolors, you could use poster colors, but it needs to be diluted. So as you can see, I'm just taking my brush and I'm just painting this across very smoothly. You don't have to go according to lines or any particular design, just a watery paint across your entire white paper. Children, if you don't like painting, if some of the children don't like painting, you could always use a blue A4 size paper, no problem. But the ones who like painting, this is really nice and it's a lot of fun. It doesn't matter if you have a few white spots here and there, it's okay. It's the ocean, it's not uniform in color, it has lots of textures. So I'm going to leave it like this. See, I can even just do this with my brush, like a dry brush, or I can make some waves. Just leave it like that. I think that's good enough. I'm going to leave this to dry. Everybody, please take a look. This is your paper, and this is done, and I'm going to leave this to dry on the side. Okay, great. Now let's get on to the jellyfish. Once you have done that, I'll give you a minute to keep your paints aside. People, we don't need any more paints. So if you need to keep your paints away, water away from your table, kindly do so. We don't want any spillage of any kind, otherwise your work will just be completely spoiled. So I'm going to start now with the paper plate. This is the fun part. So what you need your paper plate. You need your Fevicol. You can use a glue stick also, but I recommend Fevicol because the papers stick on very nicely onto the paper plate. So it looks really, really nice. And it doesn't come off. And you need your bits of paper. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start with cutting my paper plate. Now, as you know, the jellyfish, I'll show it to you again. This is our jellyfish for all those who've just come in or logged in. We need half a paper plate, okay? We don't need the whole thing. So what you're going to do now, you are going to cut across. I'm going to cut this much. Let's make it a nice big jellyfish. Okay. This is all that we need. I've taken a silver plate because this is what I have at home. Even a white one will do, even a colored one will do. It's going to be covered with paper, so it doesn't matter. Start with a Fevicol. This is going to take a couple of minutes, but trust me, the results are going to be really, really nice. I am actually just putting Fevicol all over, as you can see. Please take a look before you start sticking. You can just keep your papers anywhere. Children, just have fun with this. There is no design, there is no pattern. I am just putting my colors anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is. It just needs to look filled up with lots of colored paper. I'm going to leave a little bit of the silver rim plain because I quite like it. So I'm going to hold this for you and I'm going to show you. I'm just putting papers one on top of the other. Can you see how I'm doing this? Every time we put some papers, we can just press it a bit so that it stays. As you can see, the papers that I have are just bits of paper. I haven't cut it into any particular shape. Some are square, some are petal shaped, some are triangles. Can you see, everyone? I am covering up all the spaces. I will show this to you with a pen. All the spaces are being covered up. There are some spaces here which may be empty. So make sure the paper plate should not show. I want that the papers should overlap one on top of the other so that we get a full effect. Yes? Come on, let's start sticking all our papers. This is going to look really, really nice. It doesn't matter, even if the paper comes out, we can cut it later, not an issue. Right now, you just need to stick these colored bits of paper. Oops, yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. There we go. I'm going to use some more Fevicol. As you can see, I'm doing this part by part because if I put the full Fevicol on the entire plate in the beginning, it is going to dry up and I don't want that to happen. Okay, so we can start from one side, go to the other side. And that's how we fill it up. Okay, I have a nice circle one here. I think I'll put this circle here. I have some nice papers here as well. Children, I hope you all are following. Parents, please help your children. Although this is a very, very easy craft to do, you can see how I'm filling up my entire paper. I'm going to hold it up for you. I haven't kept it down so that you can see what I'm doing clearly. Okay, see. Any shape, it doesn't matter which shape comes. You can just put any shape, you can fill it up. See, I have a long bit of paper here. I'm just going to put this like this. So as you can see, I have covered up my entire paper plate. Yes. So I'm going to press this down. I'm going to use all my strength. I hope you all have had a snack so that you get all the strength to do your work today. Yes, I know you'll want to go and play, but this is also a lot of fun. Okay. Can you see this, everybody? It's looking lovely. This is half a paper plate, which has colored bits of paper. And I've purposely left the rim a little empty because I want the silver to show. But you can cover it if you like. If you are going to cover it, for example, if you have put your paper here, you can turn it around later and we can just cut this little part here, okay? But I've left it like this. So I'm done actually with the bits. Once this is done, you can keep it on the side. I'm going to press it again. You can even use a rag. Always neater to use a little cloth to press your work. Yes? Okay, great. I'm going to leave that to dry for a few seconds. And all the extra bits, as I said, which are coming out, I'm going to cut this. So I want really, really, really neat work. Otherwise, there's really no point in doing art and craft. We must be neat with our work. I'm going to cut the paper plate also a little bit. The shape is looking a little odd. So I'm going to cut this, if you can see. Yeah. So that I get a nice semicircle. Yes? Can everyone see this? Okay. So our main base is done. Now, let's leave that to dry. Our paper, our little ocean must be not dry as yet. So never mind. What we'll do is we'll keep this aside. Or what you can do is take your tentacles, the tentacles which I had shown you earlier. These are the ones, all the strips of paper. As I told you, you can use your A4 papers like these, your colored papers. Cellophane paper looks really, really nice. You can even use these. Or I have crepe paper. I have bits of crepe paper. Whichever one you like, you can use that. So all you have to do, children, look here. You have to make one line of Fevicol right here. Okay? So the tentacles of the jellyfish are going to be stuck behind. Okay? Don't put it in front. It looks funny. It doesn't look accurate. I want that the tentacles should be behind so that your work looks neat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this down for you. And I'm going to start sticking one by one. Okay, so there we go. Can you see, children? This is all being done very neatly. It doesn't matter if one is long or one is short. When we turn it around, it's going to look amazing. So just stick your papers in a line. Any color can go anywhere. I love these cellophane papers. If you have cellophane, you must use this. There's a nice shine to it. Okay, this is nice. We are halfway done with the tentacles. I'm going to stick some more. I like this pink one. Again, see, this is a slightly shorter one. It doesn't matter because the jellyfish has tentacles which are uneven. They all aren't the same length. And the jellyfish is a beautiful creature, the way it swims in the ocean. It comes in many, many colors. So the more colorful you make it, the better. I am going to show this to you. Okay, keep away all the extra bits away. Okay. Okay. Everyone, please look here. So this is your jellyfish. If I turn it around, it looks like this. And on the back, it looks like this. Yes? So we're going to leave this to dry for a bit, and we are going to start with the ocean. I hope I'm not rushing you. I hope you're taking your time and you're enjoying. You can just stick bits of paper, as I said. You can stick newspaper, any strips of paper, make it colorful. Another trick, when you have empty spaces here and you have used a white paper plate, what you can do is you can take one of your sketch pens, one of your markers, and you can actually color in between the spaces. So sometimes it happens our children have put bits of paper and there are certain spots which are left out because they're very tiny to fill up. So you can just take your marker and you can fill up the spaces so that you get a full even look. Another thing what you can do is you have round stickers. I don't have any round stickers with me currently, but if you do have, even stars look so nice. So maybe you can put some little round stickers and little stars around so that it looks a little nicer. All the girlies, I'm sure you love glitter. You can take a bit of glitter glue and wait for this to dry and maybe put some glitter here. Yes. I'm showing it to you again. I think another few seconds and this should be completely dry. But I'm going to put this on the side. And what I want you to do now is get your paper. I think your blue ocean would have dried up. And I'm going to show you how we can make a really, really nice ocean. Okay, so this jellyfish I'm going to be putting on the side. He can go and he can rest for some time and get completely dry. And okay, this paper is a little wet. It's a little wet, but no problem. I'll show you what we can do. Again, I'm going to pan the camera down, everyone. So please take a look. Okay, perfect. Okay, everyone, breathe, stretch, have a sip of water. Yes, I hope you all are enjoying. Okay, great. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I have my blue markers. I love using these markers. Children, please look. These are paintbrush markers. I don't know if you have them. If you don't have them, no problem. We can use regular markers right now, but these are really good for somebody who loves art and craft because it has a little nib, which is like a brush. So you get very, very smooth lines, yes? And it's not like a straight line how regular markers are. So I love using these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make waves. Everyone, please see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How lovely is that? I'm going to do alternate light blue and dark blue. Even if your paper is a little wet right now and you have used your marker, no problem. If it merges and blends, it looks even nicer. For those who don't have sketch pens, you're more than welcome to use a crayon. But can you see how lightly I'm using this? I'm not pressing it. Some children love pressing their crayons and felt pens, but we don't want to do that because we don't want a hole in the middle of the ocean, okay? So just simple lines, lovely. I'm going to close this and I'm going to use my light blue now. Again, light blue, let's go. Nice, very, very nice. Children, you can make as many waves as you like. Okay, maybe not 100, but maybe 10 or 12 lines. I'm using an A4 paper. For those who have the A3 art sheet, obviously you will require more lines. And you can keep your work horizontal or vertical. For example, I have made my lines like this because I'm going to stick my jellyfish this way, vertically. But for those who have made horizontal, kept their paper like this, you will make your waves like this. Got it? I have made it like this to show you because I'm going to be holding my paper up like this. Okay, great. So we're done with the waves. Now what we're going to do is I am going to create some sea plants. So again, I've taken my paintbrush markers. I love these, as I mentioned earlier. And I am going to make some plants which are growing at the bottom of the sea. I think anybody who loves sushi, anyone who loves sushi knows that sushi is made from a sea plant called seaweed. So I'm going to draw seaweed, very, very simple. You can see it here, children. I'm going to show it to you. Please focus on the bottom here. I'm literally making squiggly lines. Look here, children. Squiggly, 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 squiggly. See, squiggly, squiggly. Very, very exactly how we made the waves, but really small ones. So you can use light green, you can use dark green. I think I'm going to stick with only light green because I'm liking the way it's looking. Can you see how it's done? And you know what happens in these little corals and little seaweed? There are tons of small fish who hide inside here because all the big fish will come and eat it. So the small fish go inside these little plants and they hide and they get their food also and they live happily also till some naughty shark comes and bites them. But we don't want that to happen. Okay, nice. Okay, you are done with your seaweed. I'm going to go close up so that you can see how it's looking, everyone. Please see. You can make about 4 bushes. It's more than enough. I'm going to pan out so that you see you have your seaweed and you have your ocean with lots and lots of waves. Yes? Okay. Now what we are going to do is let's check on Mr. Jellyfish and see if he's dry. Yes. Okay. He looks quite happy to be back in the camera. So what we're going to do, I think we can start sticking this fellow. Yes. Everyone, Fevicol in your hand. Okay, there's our Fevicol. Now, remember one thing, you are not to put Fevicol on any of the strips. I want this to be shaky. It should be fluid, yes? Like noodles, yeah? Everyone likes noodles, I hope. I love noodles. Okay. So what we're going to do, we are going to put our Fevicol on the back of the paper plate. Can you see how I'm doing this? Very little. Please don't put truckloads of Fevicol. We need very little Fevicol. I always use a Fevicol brush to spread my glue. Please, children, this is a very good tip. Trust me. Keep one brush only for Fevicol. And I always use my brush to spread my glue so that my fingers don't get dirty when I'm doing art and craft. Otherwise, everything will stick to my fingers and I won't be able to do any work. I'm going to put a little bit here, just one line across the back part because this is going to be hidden. Okay, great. I hope everyone is following the steps. I will repeat it for you. We painted the A4 size paper ocean. Then we let it dry. We took our paper plate, we cut it in half. We put lots of our colored bits on top. Then we stuck these lovely strips of assorted papers on our jellyfish to show the tentacles. Then when the paper was dry, we made our waves. Yes, everyone made your waves. Step number 5, last step before we go ahead, was to make the seaweed. I'll put this slightly up so you can see. This is the seaweed with our green marker. Step number 6, put Fevicol on your paper plate, on the back part of your paper plate. And let's stick this. So what you do is you can hold your papers like this so that nothing gets stuck. See how neat this is? And let's stick this right here. So I'm going to hold, let's count till 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay, everyone. This gorgeous jellyfish is almost ready. Okay, lovely. So we don't need the Fevicol right now, and let's give the jellyfish some eyes. Now this poor fellow needs eyes, right? Otherwise, how will he see? How will he know what he has to eat? So you get stickers like this. You can even use googly eyes. Yes, some of you have those googly eyes, so we can even use that. I have these at home, so I'm going to use these. If you don't have any stickers or any googly eyes, you can just take your black marker and make 2 eyes, okay? So what I'm going to do, let's get started. I am going to stick, please see, I'm going to stick my 2 eyes here. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it closely. Okay? Yeah, there we go. Now you can see it. So either the stickers or your googly eyes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make his eyes with a marker. There we go. Okay. Can you see? I've made his eyes so that he can see. Okay, great. Let's darken it a bit. I'm finding it too light. Yeah, perfect. This is much better. Okay, can everyone see how I've done this? Now, if you want to make this jellyfish into a girl, you can do that. I am going to give this little jellyfish some pretty eyelashes because my jellyfish is a girl. Can you do that? That's looking so cute. You want to make a little smiley, you can make a smiley, no problem. It'll look really cute, but the eyelashes are looking adorable. Okay, so what did we do? We stuck this paper plate onto our paper. We stuck the two eyes. You can stick googly eyes also. And we made eyelashes, yes. Now, next part. So let's get back to me. Okay, I hope you all are still with me. Okay. So the jellyfish, as we can see in this picture, can you see these little fish? This naughty jellyfish is eating up all these little fish. You know what happens? The little fish, they get very attracted with the long tentacles of the jellyfish, and they look in the ocean. They're like, I think there's something to eat here. So what they do is they swim like that, and they go and they attach themselves onto the tentacle. And then this jellyfish, you know what he does? He's so naughty. Once the fish gets stuck onto this, he takes it and it goes straight into his mouth. So now we are going to stick a fish. You can color it however you want. I will show you closely. Please see how I've made it. I've taken my fish and I've colored it in 2-3 colors like a red, orange, purple, and then I made scales. So I'm going to make a fish with you. Please keep your fish cutouts ready and I will show you how to make these lovely fish. Okay? So I already have some ready and I'm going to pan the camera down again so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to show you one by one. Look here. Okay. There we go. Can you see? Very, very cute fish. Simple cutouts of white paper which have been colored. I'm going to make one in front of you so you can see. Okay, let's get started. This is your paper. Any scrap of paper. Children, we don't need to take a big paper to cut out fish. These can be all cut from little scraps of paper. So please look down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a red fish. I love the color red. I've taken a simple crayon. You can even take a color pencil and color the whole thing in one color. You can make it multicolored. That's totally up to you. I'm just making it one color, but you can make it multicolor. So simple, very, very simple. Okay. Very nice. This is done. Now my favorite markers again. See how I'm doing this, everyone. Look here. I'm going to make a line across for his face. I hope you all can see. Okay. Yes, line is made. Now the scales. I'm going to bring this up close to the camera so you can know what I'm doing. I will repeat it for you. I made the line, I made the scales, and on the tail, I just made lines because that's how the fish's tail moves like this, and helps him to swim in the ocean. Okay, now we are going to make a little eye for this fellow. Yes, because he also needs to see where he's going, otherwise they all will bump into each other like Nemo and Dory. Okay, that is our fish. Very cute. So now we are going to start sticking our 4 fish. I have already made these. You can take your time and make it, no problem. So again, Fevicol to the rescue. And you can just make little dots. Please see how I'm doing it. Can you see? I will show it to you with the pen. Look here. I put a little bit of Fevicol here and I stuck this fish here. Just 1 point, and that's more than enough. Now let's stick another fish. I like the pink one on the pink. And I have purple. Chalo, let's put the purple on the purple. This one's going up. I don't know what he's looking for, but yeah. Okay, and I have one more orange one. Okay, let's put the orange one here. Yeah, this fellow goes here. Okay. Can you see everybody? The jellyfish, my jellyfish is a girl because it has these lovely eyelashes. And I have all the fish stuck onto the tentacles. I have my seaweed. Yes, okay. We are actually almost done. This was such a quick craft and it was a super cute one. What we can do, this is a really good idea, people. I actually have whitener, you know. I think our papas, our dads must be using whitener in the office. So I actually use this to make bubbles. You can even use a white crayon. Okay, I'm going to again show this to you close. Can you see in the corner how I've used my whitener and I've made bubbles? So I'm just going to make a few more bubbles in the ocean because the fish also need to breathe and the bubbles are supposed to be oxygen. Yes, we all need oxygen to breathe. Okay. Can everybody see I've made a few bubbles? Okay, yes, yes, yes. Anybody who wants to see this image tomorrow can always log on to my page. I will send a picture even to Pegasus and you can go on their page maybe and take a look or watch the video when it's out. But I have made my bubbles, I have made my seaweed, and my jellyfish is almost ready. Yes. Is there anything else we'd like to do? No, I think it's looking cute. So we are done with our class. This is really good time. It's taken about half an hour and we have finished an entire jellyfish made of scraps of paper. Again, scraps lying in the house. You don't have to tear an entire sheet. You can use newspaper, which you can paint on top if your children love painting. But this is really good, especially for the 3-4-year-old children. It's great. The sticking really helps them with their motor skills. So I'm going to hold this up for you, and I'm going to hold what I made earlier. Yes, how cute is that? I love this. I have 2 jellyfish now with me. And yeah, we are done actually with our work. Lovely. Okay. So now we are done with our class today, and just want to say I hope you enjoyed. If you have, if you'd like to join a class with me, you can get in touch with me on Instagram or Facebook. My handle is the Artsy Kid. It's called Artsy Kid by Aditi. You can go to Pegasus also and check it out. You can sign up for an online. I make some really nice craft kits. So you can even use that for children who don't want to be in front of the screen and you want to maybe make something at home. You can try that. You should go shop at the Pegasus Reading Club. I mean, I've been seeing they have some really nice books, especially for the younger children. I'm going to buy some probably for my nephew and niece. They're really, really nice. So maybe after the session, you can go and take a look on their site and get some books for your children. It is so important to read at this time. I know many of you are in front of the screen all the time because of school going online. So maybe a little bit of reading may help you. Just shut your eyes and let your imagination go wild. So please, I highly encourage reading. Please visit Pegasus for Kids and go to their website. Please shop. Contact me if you want to do some fun art and craft classes. And yeah, that's it. I hope you had a nice time, and I will see you soon. Yes. Okay. Bye. Thank you.